I was recently on a men's Israel trip, and after we left the hotel, one of the guys says, I'm not religious, but that hotel was amazing. Later that night, one of the guys says, I'm not religious, but the speaker we just heard was so inspiring. The next day, guy says, I'm not religious, and I said, whoa, guys, what's with the I'm not religious? Why are you defining yourself by what you're not? And I turned to them, I said, do you eat matzah on Passover? They said, yeah. I said, do you hear the shofar on Rosh Hashanah? They said, yeah. I said, do you kill? They said, no. Do you steal? No. Adultery? No. So why do you say you're not religious? Why do you define yourself by what you're not? And then I turned to them and I said, in life, if you define yourself by what you're not, then that's all you'll ever be. But if you define yourself by what you are, who knows what you can become? It's the high holiday season, and many of us tend to focus on what we're not. We tend to focus on all the things that we do wrong. I wasn't a good father this year, and I wasn't a good husband this year, and I'm not a good Jew. And there's a time for that. And that time is Yom Kippur, but not Rosh Hashanah. Rosh Hashanah is a time to focus on what we are. Rosh Hashanah is a time to focus on what we can become. And the truth is that if we focus on what we are already, the possibilities are endless on who we can become. Think about it. You already are that father who's hardworking and dedicated to his kids. So then you can become that father who puts his phone down and spends more time with his kids this year. You already are that daughter who loves her parents. So you can become that daughter who calls and visits more often this year. You already are that husband who loves his wife so much. So become that husband who listens so much better this year. You already are that Jew who loves being Jewish and a strong Jewish identity. So become that Jew who has a real relationship with the Almighty this year. If you focus on what you are, who knows what you can become? So how do we do it? 3 steps. Number 1, recognize what you are already. Recognize all your strengths. Number 2, decide who you now want to be. Make the decision. And number 3, own it. Once you decide who you want to be, implement some small change every single day. Don't miss a day for the next 30 days so that you can become the person you want to be. Rosh Hashanah is the time to focus on who we are. And if we focus on who we are, who knows who we will become? God willing, in 1 year, we're going to look back and we are going to be so proud of the people that each of us have become. Shana Tova.